So simply what we do, we will use subsection. So this subsection. So I will write, let us suppose that intro 1. So this subsection will also be displayed here, that is 1.1. Within the content, we can write any content here. So this introduction, after that, whatever we want to write, we can write. And subsection, this subsection is displayed as 1.1. Now, if we want one more subsection of that, we can also do that like that. That is 1.1.1 like that. So we can, whatever the content we want to place, we can place here, that is in this body of that particular document. And whatever content is we want, that we can do like that in that also. Okay. So next, spaces are and line breaks are not important. A blank line starts a new paragraph. So it means that suppose we want a new paragraph. So in that we have the blank line, then the new paragraph will start. So let's suppose the content. Now what I will do, we will have the blank line here. So what it will do, it started as a new paragraph. So it is like that. So here are the various commands that can be used for that. Second, the commands all start with the backslash. So all the commands start with the backslash, and the curly brackets should be there in that. Whatever we have to write, we have to write within the curly bracket, right? Is section introduction. So it should be within the curly brackets. Then these braces are used for the arguments. Then brackets are used for the optional arguments. So let's suppose we want to change the font of that is 11 point, 12 point like that. So we can easily do that by this updating that in the this document class. Then commands are the case sensitive. One more thing that we have to take into consideration, that these are case sensitive, that we can use the document class like that, not that. Now, these are some of the document types for short documents, for publications, then report for longer technical documents like articles, but has the chapters. Then we have the books for large documents such as books, and the letter for writing the letters, and beamer for presentation slides, which can be observed from here. Like if you see the new from the template, we can see the article, and we can beamer. Beamer is actually for the presentation. That is whatever the present, if we want to make the presentation, PowerPoint presentation, so we can do it in beamer. Then we have book, we have letter, and then some other whatever is required, it is available there in the LaTeX. So simple, let us consider a simple article. In the simple article, we have to write this like document class, then article, and after that preamble is there, and content we have to write within the begin document as well, and within the begin document and the end document. So it is like that. So this is the document class, A4 paper, 12 point, then article. What kind of thing we are writing? We are writing the article. We are using some package. It is written in the preamble. And then begin document and the end document. What is there? It should be written within these things. So it is the body of that. So let us take example, that document class article, then begin document hello world. Then we have the end document, so it is written like that. Some make title, that is that we have discussed, that title. Simply we can write the title here. that is then name of the author we have to write here, and after that we will write, if the date is required, then we can write the date. And make title is actually used, command is used for making the title. Whatever is written is there within the title, it can make title. However, if we don't want that title to be displayed in the PDF, so if we comment it, then simply that title will not be displayed. If you see that I have commented the command make title, so title will not be displayed here. So this is how it works. Then after that, we have, if you want to make this, suppose you want a new chapter, then you can simply write the chapter. However, for that, the command that you have to use will be simply, you have to use the style of the chapter from this, that is from that is book command, and after that the chapter can be written like that. So section, then subsection, then subsection, paragraph, subparagraph. So this is how you can use the commands for this for making any LaTeX document. So if you see the basic document structure that we discussed, that document clause, then we have title, author, date, begin document, and then whatever content it should be written within that. Now, document classes, different document classes are actually available. That document class we can use. That is what class we are using, like article. So within this, we are using the document class as the article in that. However, another document class can be used whatever is required. Let us suppose that we are using the document class as the article. So this article is actually used for writing the scientific journals, presentations, short reports, program documentations, and invitations. IEEE TRAN is actually format for the IEEE transaction that has been used. Proceeding, a class of proceeding based on the article class. Then report, for longer report containing several chapters, small books, thesis, book for the real books, slides. Then we have the memoir, and then letter, beamer for making the presentation, and else article for the articles with the elsewhere format. However, it's preferable to go to the site of that particular journal and then download that this document, and in that document that class is actually given, and then you can simply write it, that within that body you can simply write. You need not to write your own document class in that. So then we have the document class options. Different options are there. That is 10.11.12. It actually sets the size of the main font of the document. If no option is specified, then this 10 point is actually assumed. Then what kind of size of the paper is required? A4 paper, B5 paper, or the letter paper is there. So it defines the paper size. The default size is actually the letter paper. However, many European distributions of the text now come with the preset of A4, not letter, and this is also true of all the distributions of the PDF LaTeX. Then FLEQN, typeset displayed formulas left aligned instead of the center. So if you want to any formulas to be aligned left and right, it can be easily done by this FLEQN. So then we have the title page, no title. If no title is required, you can simply use that command. Whether if you want one column or the two column, that simply with a one command, it can be done like that. Then two side or one side, then what kind of document is required, whether it is landscape or whether it is portrait, and then open right or the open any. So many kinds of these options are actually available, which we have to use in the document class. Then we have different file types. Whenever you are writing any this LaTeX document, a class type, different types of files are actually generated in that. So like text file is, it is the text input file. Whenever you are we have to write we have to write in that LaTeX the text input file. So this is the file which you have to open and write in that. This is the style file. This is very important. So this without that it will not work. Then we have the document text. Then class file. It is very important. Whenever you are downloading some this LaTeX document, it contains a class file. So that is very important. So then other auxiliary files are a device independent file, detailed of the compilation process, a table of contents, list of figures, a list of tables, auxiliary file, and the store the words that go into the index of the file. So most important of these are actually the text file, style file, and the class file. So if you want to run any LaTeX document, these three files should be in that particular folder. Otherwise, it will not work. Then some of the basic commands that has been used here, like document class article, then begin document, and then section, then subsection. Subsection is generated here. That is subsection name. After that, subsection 1.1.1 subsection name, and subsection body is there. And then paragraph, new paragraph is there, and sub paragraph if you want to generate the sub paragraph. So lots of commands are there. Whatever command is required, simply you can search in the Google, and simply lots of commands are available. With whatever is required is whatever you decide of that is available in this LaTeX. Then some other commands are breaking lines in text. That is, if you want to start a new line, you can simply put the command of new line, or you can put the double slash, then it will simply do that. Then this command prohibits the page break after the forced line break. Then if you want to start a new page, you don't in the Word, it's simply we can go to the new page. However, in the LaTeX it is not like that. So for using a new page, we are using this command new page. Then keep several words together without breaking between the lines. We can use on. So then hyphenation word list is there. So many commands are actually there in this slide. Is it visible? This slide is visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, visible.
No. Up to this point, any questions related to this? Any of the queries related to this presentation? If you want to ask, you can ask. Then we have the different font styles in there. So if you want to write the text, EMPH text, so it is written like that. Then medium text, it is written like that. For the bold, we are using this command, text BF text, so it is actually bold. Then different commands all are actually available. So if you want this upright font style, so that is also available here. So whatever is command is required for writing any particular document. But in the maximum of the documents, we are actually using this default font. The default font in that very case is the Times New Roman. So then we have, whenever we are using the document class, starting the LaTeX, we are default is 10 points. So however, we are using the 11 point an article. So 11, if you see, if you want, suppose the command, suppose you want to increase the size of that particular font. So for that, we can, normal size in that very case will be 10. Then for the large, the font will be 12. Then very large, it is 14.14. Then large 17.28, huge. So this way, what we can do, we can change the font of that text, whatever is required. And if we write footnote size, script size are the tiny. So this is like that. However, at the scale of 11 or at the scale of 10. So it depends that what document class so we have mentioned initially, and based on that, this is actually the comparison of based on the document class, what is the font of that particular document. Then that we have discussed the sectioning of that section 1, section 2, and subsection. Now, writing any this mathematical equation in that in LaTeX is simply what we do whenever we want to write any mathematical equation. So we have to simply put it in within that within dollar sign, and then suppose we want to write the beta. So within the dollar sign, we can write the document beta. So this beta is displayed like that. So suppose we want to have the summation, we simply do what we do. We will take the suggestion of summation, that is minimum. Let us suppose the minimum I equals to 1 to maximum, let us suppose it is n, and then summation is actually displayed like that. So then we want to write anything, any symbol, suppose, so we can use the black slash, and then suppose we want to write the phi. So any kind of the symbol can be displayed mathematically. However, it should be written within the content. It should be written within the this dollar. Without a dollar, it will not work. Suppose I want to compile it without the dollar, then it will give some error in that. So whatever the mathematical we have to write within the content, that should be written within this dollar sign, and all the commands are actually available. You can simply, or by the auto suggestion, it also comes like that. Whatever command we want to write, suppose we want to write some fraction in that, then simply what we do, frac, and then suppose we want to write some document, write phi, or and then omega, so it will be displayed. It will be displayed simply like that. So it's a simple command. Once you know the command, once you know, you can simply write it down here within the dollars, and it will be done automatically. So this is how the mathematical equations can be written also in that. So necessary steps to produce the document. First of all, we have the text input. And then we have this output paper. It is actually output is in the form of the PDF or the PS file. Generally, I will prefer the PDF because it is more versatile as compared to that of the PS. So this is how these are actually the necessary steps to produce the particular document. So text LaTeX or text input file can be compiled with the LaTeX. This is actually .text file is actually the file that can be compiled with the LaTeX. And style LaTeX is actually a macro package. This is the file we can load into your LaTeX document using the use package command. Then class file is very important. Class file define what your document looks like. They are selected with the document class. So DTX documented text, this is the main distribution format for the LaTeX style files, and INS is the installer for the files contained in the matching.dtx file. So for that, these three files are very important, and within the folder, these have to be placed within the folder so that it can work. Now, we have discussed the commands for specifying title, author, and the date. Then environment declaration said what kind of now. Second is basic environments that has been used is the enumeration, itemize, figure, and the table. Now, suppose you want to itemize something, that is some items you want to display. So you can simply use the command begin itemize. Itemize means that you want to have like in Word, it's simply that you can select 1, 2, 3 or like that. But in that very case, it's the style of writing is different. It means that you are itemizing. However, if you want to enumerate it, then it's a different way to write. You can, instead of using the itemize, you can use the enumeration in that. So this is how different environments can be used in the LaTeX. So begin itemize, then item, or whatever item you write, it will be displayed in the form of this, that is A, double A, this triple A, triple B, like that. Then enumeration, if enumeration is there, then it will be displayed as 1, 2, 3. So the basic environment is enumeration environment. So it is like that. Like if you see that you have begin item, then you have written something, it is displayed like that, and begin this enumeration, then it is written simply like that. So test justification. So it is automatically justified in case of LaTeX. The text is automatically justified. However, if you want to align the text towards the left, or you want to align the text towards the right, that is also possible. We have to use simply the command flush left. It will be aligned towards the left, then flush right, it will be aligned towards the right, and center, it will be aligned towards the center. That depends on that what is desired. So it will start with the begin, like flush left, and flush left. Then placement of table. Whenever this is actually the table environment. If you want to make any table, then we can start with the begin table, then placement. So placement means that if you put this word H here, so it is here at that particular place it will be placed. T is actually at the top of the page. P is at the bottom of the page. P is on the dedicated page of the floats, and this explanation override the default float restrictions. It means that it will be placed automatically wherever the this LaTeX that is, seems it's okay, then it will be done accordingly. So this is how this table can be this placed in that. The begin table, then after the placement, then the body of the table, and caption that is required in that. So these are a number of, suppose you want to make a table with the number of this rows and the columns. So this is this represents the number of rows, and this represents the number of columns. Then this is one of the table that has been written. So it is begin table, then centering, it should be at the center. Then caption, that the simulation parameters. So multi-row, if you it is simply if you want to add row or any column in that, we can use the simply the command multi-row, or if you want to have the columns in that, more columns, then you can simply use the command multi-column in that. Like a multi-column, 3 multi-columns are there, and then entity 1. Then after that, we have to use this and sign, entity 2 and entity 3 for filling that. So this is actually we are using this table package. So graphics, including graphics in that, we can include any type of graphs or graphics in that, but most preferable graph types are actually EPS in that, which are usable by any graphic application. It supports the transparency, and it can be enlarged indefinitely without losing the quality. So steps to include the graphic to the LaTeX document. So first of all, prepare the .eps graphic, then load the graphics package in that. So whenever we are using the graphics, we have to use the graphics package in that and include the graphics in the text file like that. Begin the figure. Whenever we want to insert the figure in any of the LaTeX document, we start with the begin figure, and where it should be placed. Then after centering and include graphics, that command is very much required in that. So what is the width of that? That can be normal, it is 1.0. However, if we want to increase or decrease the width, it can be done with this particular command. And after that, we have the caption. Then label means that if you want to place some figure, this place figure within the document, then we have to use in that. The important point of this label is that, let us suppose that we are deleting some figure from that particular document, then simply the label will be deleted, and automatically the figures actually are actually numbered automatically. So we need not to do the numbering. What we have to do, in case of the Word document. So this is the package used for writing the algorithms. Those who are doing work in in mathematics, or if you want to write a paper and showing the algorithm also, so that can simply by using this particular package. So theorems can also be written in that. So simply commands are there, so you can simply do that. So basic environments are actually the document, then itemize, enumeration, then we have the figure, and then we have the table. So, and these are actually the command declarations, and that is what kind of this font is actually required. If the Roman family is required, then RM family is to be written. And then different types of whatever command is require, whatever the font is required, that can be simply be done by using writing that particular command, and it will be displayed. However, in maximum of the documents we are writing in the Times New Roman. So maths package, I've already told you. So before going for the maths package, what we have to do, we have to use the command use package EMS math. So that is very much important, because suppose we are writing any maths command. For that purpose, we want the package. That is, we have to use this command use package EMS math. And that I told you that math commands, whatever the mathematical we have to write within the dollars. In the dollars, if we don't want the equation. However, if you want the equation, then we simply use the command as the begin equation and the end equation. Like if you see, so we can write simply like that, begin equation. Then no need to write this. You can say that no need to write this in dollars. We can simply use begin equation, and we can use the end equation. And whatever the content we want to write, whatever the content, we can place that content in this within the begin equation and within the end equation. So it will be displayed like that. Like suppose I have written the beta. Instead of the beta, I will take this particular equation, suppose, and then I will place within that begin equation and end equation. And then, because in this case, no dollar is required, that we have to take into consideration. So this is displayed, this equation is automatically displayed here, and this number also displayed. What is the equation number? So in this case, we will see that equation number automatically displayed is 1. So it is displayed as 1. Now simply let us suppose that we will take the same equation and we will copy that same equation and again write the begin equation and the end equation. However, we can change any variable in that. Okay, so we have two equations here, 1 and 2. It is automatically displayed, equation number 1 and equation number 2, that by using the environment begin equation and the end equation. However, for representing that, where means that we have some kind of representation also, that we have to show that where this equation exists. So one for that we are using this label, because label is very much important. This label will decide. Label is actually, it is providing the key of that. So suppose this label, we are using label key one like that. For first equation and for the second equation, we are using this uh, key 2. So different labels are there. So key 2. So in it will be, these two equations will be displayed. So where this label is used, let us suppose we want to write the show that as per the equation. You want to show that as per the equation 1. So while writing the equation 1, we have to write equation and EQREF. Equation reference, then we have E1, so equation as per this particular, as per the equation 1, as per the equation 1. So as per the equation 1. So we have to write ref EQ equation 1. Simply it is displayed like that. So key is very much important, because that key will give us that what is that key of that particular equation that we want to refer. And this 1 and 2 is automatically displayed whenever we are using the environment begin equation and the end equation. Now this is how we can do. We can write the equation. That is, we can write it within the text. If we want to write the equation, then we have to write that particular equation within the dollar. However, if we want the equation numbers, we can write as begin equation and the end equation. So simply these are different equations that can be written in the LaTeX. So, however, the use package EMS math is very important that you have to write whenever you want to write this any document. Use package EMS math is very much required in that. Then these are actually equation environment. You can also use the multi-line environment. You can use the align environment. Align environment is also actually, we want to write the simply the equation like that. So for that we are using the align environments. And then you want to write the array. Simply what we can do, you can use this command for writing the arrays also. So for writing this arrays, these commands are actually used. So these are basically the inbuilt commands. Simply we have to do, you have to take that commands and simply fill within that particular command, so it will work. So then matrices, if you want to write the matrices, so it can be written simply like that. That is begin B matrix and then end B matrix. However, it can be written within a particular equation, begin equation and end equation, because we want to give us some kind of equation number in that. So for that, we want to write like that. So then these are actually the different mathematical formulas that has been written. Next is actually the bibliography. So the bibliography can be written like that. So begin bibliography, then dictum, and this like one paper is written Lamport 94. It is actually the key of that particular this particular document. It means whenever we want to write any LaTeX document, we can use the command cite and this Lamport 94. Then definitely it will be displayed. That number can be automatically displayed. The important point of the bibliography of this LaTeX is that you have to simply use the command cite within the document wherever you want to. Suppose you are preparing your literature survey. So simply you have to put the command cite and then within the curly brackets the name of that Lamport. So it will be displayed and it will be automatically displayed 1, 2, 3, 4. That you need not to do that numbering in that. That numbering will be automatically done by the LaTeX only. So this is how that is cite. That cite key is there. Lamport 94. So it will be automatically taken care of. Simply you can have some particular content, and after that you can put the command that is site Lamport, so it will be automatically displayed. So whenever we are compiling this whole of the document, so it is this bibliography file is actually displayed as the .bib file, which is also the is in the same folder. It is automatically created by the program. So this is this bibliographic, and simply for different styles for bibliography, we can use the different styles. Like for IEEE, we can have the different IEEE trans. So bibliography style is IEEE trans. If elsewhere is there, then ELS article. So that can be simply done for that. So then multiple citations are there is also possible. So possible in that you can simply take the command cite and write the cite within that particular curly bracket. So automatically it will be displayed. Like if you see there are the 5 entries in that, but it will automatically take the entries like that. So it will be automatically done by the LaTeX only. So for the reference manager, you can also use the JabRef. JabRef is also one of the reference manager that is very much important. You can download that particular bibliography uh, in that JabRef database, and simply whatever whenever it is required, the JabRef command can be this called in the LaTeX file only. That is, many of the reference managers are there. We have the JabRef is also the open source, then FreeMind is there, so Mendeley is there, so that can be used. However, if you want to download any package, you can use this CTAN, go to this particular site and then download any package you can search, and simply it can be downloaded free of cost because it's an open open source software. However, if you want to download any style file, you can simply go to the this journal site, and that style files are actually available. Like if you see for preparation, the LaTeX file is given. So simply what you can do, you can simply download it, and after downloading you can see whether it is compiling or not, and after that we can simply use that. Like if you take the case of the IEEE also, they are giving the template for the journals, they are giving the template for this. However, while downloading these templates, make sure that these templates are actually in the workable condition. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to find out the errors in that. So, one more thing is that, so because I am using the text studio as and for writing my document. However, we can if you are new at that, then you can start with the overleaf. Overleaf is actually open source. I will tell you, it is actually the open source software that is available. So if you see, is it visible? Is it visible to you? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so simply
Yes, sir.
go to overleaf, and after overleaf, after this signing in the overleaf, you can simply, if let us suppose that if you are new to this LaTeX, so instead of okay, you can start with the text studio and downloading that, but before that you can go to overleaf and then sign in that overleaf and then start with the new project. So what kind of template you required? Many templates are actually given. There are thousands of templates that are available. So simply go to those template, and simply you can click those template. It will be displayed within your this window. Like I have downloaded this one template, this for conferences. So it will be automatically displayed here. So that some IEEE, I think this IEEE template is there. So it will be displayed here. So simply what you have to do, you have to write within this particular document, the preamble is given and the body is given in that. So all other content, you need not to alter that particular content. Whatever is there, you can simply add in that and it will be displayed here. Like when we are compiling it, it will be displayed here. Like if you see that, suppose here, because it is a template of IEEE conference, so and it can be taken from this gallery of the templates that are available. So I have already taken that. So simply, suppose I have written something here. So the title, I will recompile it, and then title will be displayed here. And if you want the PDF that, the team PDF can be simply, you can have the display of the PDF here, and that PDF is available. So you can start with the overleaf, because the overleaf is very easy, and whatever is there is saved in your own this projects. All the projects are actually saved here. Like you can also have this now suppose you want to make the presentation of that. So simply you can go to, because presentation is actually the Beamer, so new project. So what is required? Presentations. So thousands of these presentations are actually demo presentations are actually available in the overleaf. So make sure, so you can simply choose the best template, and then you can go for that particular this for making any presentation. Like if you see, I have downloaded one. So it's a presentation Beamer template. So it is compiled like that. So here we have to, whatever we have to write in the Beamer, we have to write begin frame and end frame. So it means that we are starting the frame and we are frame, and whatever needs to be done, whatever is the important point is that if you want to make any document in the Beamer, if you want to, you have suppose you have produced any document in the LaTeX. So instead of using the PowerPoint presentation, you should use the Beamer presentation, because whatever the equation, you can simply copy and paste those equations from that document, from this LaTeX document to the Beamer document, because it is also a part of the this LaTeX. So if you are preparing a document in LaTeX, so instead of using the PowerPoint presentation in Microsoft, you can simply use the Beamer presentation. So like this, it is one of the template that I have used. So it is displayed like that. So contents are very fine. So it looks very fine. So the output in the form of the PDF, you can get the output in the form of the PDF. You can simply alter it. You can simply alter the contents of that, and simply whatever is required, you can and you can change the logo of that. Whatever the logo is required, you can upload that particular logo of your institution or your industry here in that particular document. So this is so instead of going initially to Text Studio, Quick Text, so start with the overleaf, and now then after that you will easily know the things. However, one thing we have to one thing you make sure that whenever one document is created, all the class file you can download it. That can be easily downloaded from this particular. If you see, if you this IEEE demo conference, so it can be easily downloaded. So the whole of the files can be downloaded, because it's better whenever you are preparing a document. It's better to uh, download those whole of the class files of the overleaf if we are using the overleaf, because it is an online platform. So however, while if we are you are writing some document that is very important, that is thesis, so it is better to go for this Text Studio than the Beamer. However, if you are new to that, then you can simply go to the Beamer. So there are another softwares that can also be used in that. So next, how to deal with the problems. So there are certain links are given. So you can use those particular links and also that can be. These links are actually very important, like LaTeX Navigator, text catalog, Wikibooks, LaTeX. Many of the books are available. Commands are easily available. Then for to write a PhD thesis, so all the things are actually available. So now that's it all. So any questions related to that?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I want to know if we are using two-side pages,
Hmm.
then in the center of page, how we can convert the two side into one side?
At the center of the page, na?
Yes, sir.
So you can simply use the command one column or two column. With that, you can simply do that. Do like that.
What, sir?
You can use the command one column or two column. You want to select. You want have one column or two columns. Is it? Are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can have the simple command. Select one column. Two column. You can do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, I have another question. Sir, if I don't want to the equation number, then what will be the command we use?
For if you don't want the equation number, then in the begin equation you can put the star. Begin equation and put
Okay,
the
sir. Thank you.
star along with that, so that then no number will be displayed.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other? So links.
Sir, when we write equation, it automatically. Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, when we write equation, it automatically goes into center. Is there any command which it can be on right side of the plane
Yeah, you can
or
use
left side of the plane?
within brackets. You can write flush left or flush right.
Can you repeat, sir?
Within the bracket, you can write flush left and flush right. I have
Okay, sir.
given in the slide also. So if you are using the flush left, it will be displayed to the left, or flush right, it will be displayed to the right side of that. And however, by
Okay,
default,
sir.
it is in the center of that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Actually, links are given. If you have any issues related to that, you can see the links. And lots of books are actually available for the LaTeX. Simply, you can, whatever the query, you can, if you can write that query, then it's all the issues associated with it can be given. However, sometimes there is a problem with the compiling of that software. So simply what you have to do, you have to, sometimes what happens that some problem with the compiling is there, are references are not displayed correctly. So one thing that you have to do, you have to this go to this auxiliary clean auxiliary files. So that is also one of the important aspect. If you suppose some issues with your commands are not working properly, then you can go to the clean auxiliary file, and then you can clean the auxiliary file. All the auxiliary files are cleaned, and after that you can again compile that, so it will work fine. So any other questions? So if you have any issues related to that, you can simply see that the PPT presentation. And you can also write to me. My mail ID is neerajgupta@nitc.ac.in.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
So which is better, overlay for MIG-text? What are the advantages of MIG-text to use?
Means what you are saying?
Which is user-friendly
You can
to work with,
MIG-text.
write the paper.
Actually, MIG-text is a background you have to use. You have to use it. However, for me, this text studio is user-friendly. So that
Which one? Overleaf.
text. Okay, yeah. Overleaf is for the beginner.
Okay.
You are a beginner and you want to write some paper or write some this thesis. So overleaf is good to understand the things and like that. But if you are in PhD, then it's better to use the offline text editor, that is Text Studio,
Okay.
because this overleaf is actually the online. So online have some issues related to that, and it is not, you can't say that we are not sure that it is perfectly secure or not. So
Yeah.
that thing we have to take into consideration.
So first we have to install MIG-text and then editor, right?
Yeah, you have to install the MIG-text, go to MIG-text editor and download the MIG-text editor. After that, Text Studio.
Text Studio. Okay.
But before that, you can start with Overleaf.
Yes.
Because Overleaf will give you an idea that how to write that, how to write all of these things.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So if you have any issues, so you can contact me also, and many of the links are given, so you can see those links. Okay, then fine. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable time. And I would like to thank all the participants for joining the sessions.
Okay, thank you, Neeraj sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir.